Right then, we're back. Episode 4.
Hello everybody.
Right.
Gav's still got his cough.
Well, it's teaching and that. I can feel it. It's on the verge.
Bless him, he's not had a vape for like about 8 minutes, so that's probably what it is.
It's soldering on.
Just keeping the tire down, isn't it? You know what I mean? So this episode, we're going to talk about what our ideas of fatherhood was going to be like, what we had visions of, how it was going to be. Was it going to be all blissful and sailing on clouds, and kids are going to do as they're told, and we ain't ever going to have to tell them off and stuff. Never going to have to ground them. They'll always say yes, thank you, please. Take them dirty pots away and stuff.
None of that happened.
So we're going to touch on that, and then actually how it's turned out to be a dad. I think, shall we roll with you first and then come back to me?
Yeah.
Darren's got the
Go on,
lead in the
Darren.
wall.
Take
Come
the
on,
reins.
Darren.
Love a man in power.
I've been so different this time since they've come to live with me
Right.
than I was when it started. When I started, I was a ball of stress. And I was always knackered, and I was always, not excuses. I was always knackered, I was always working.
Yeah.
And everything seemed like a chill. And because me and my mum were both stressed out, we were always at each other. And I don't know, it seemed quite hard work when they were younger.
Nothing ever prepares you, does it?
No, like
There's not a manual.
nothing made me grow up faster than when my son was born.
Right, yeah.
You know, before, if it was sunny, I wouldn't go to work. I'd be out in my car somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
But then, you know, and I'd go get messed up on weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
we're
then
still
as
doing
soon
that now, mate.
No, but not as messed up.
Oh, no,
You know,
oh, yeah, no drugs.
You didn't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
You didn't know
Yeah,
grim back
exactly.
then.
So, you know, but then as soon as he was born, it's like, wow, like there's someone else to think about, you know.
Yeah.
And,
It's a big...
Yeah, everything changes, yeah.
and people say things and you're like, what? You know? This like little human that you just... And I thought it was all going to be sweetness and light. And it was at times, but I think that's sometimes the hard bit about shifts, isn't it? Especially nights, they just actually destroy it.
Was you working nights and down as well?
I was doing days and nights flipping
Right.
shifts.
I think
so
with nights, the littlest thing, I used to be making a cup of coffee or something, I'd knock the spoon on the side and my sugar would go in. For God's sake.
Yeah, just instant.
It's like a single turn into
Yeah.
like World
Yeah.
War III.
Yeah.
And then, all right, and then as a dad, that's perfectly normal because of the stress and that you're under, trying to juggle everything in your family life. It's hard, isn't it? Because like if you've been out to work all day and the kids have been absolute nightmare, you come home, you get it off the missus, the partner, the wife, or whatever, and then like then you've got to try and deal with all that when you've probably had like a shit day at work, that and all, and then you're clashing with her, you're clashing with the kids, and then sometimes you think, oh bloody hell, why am I here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do have them thoughts. I think, oh, do you know what? Might as well just fucking not be here, innit? But I think it's important that you fight and persist it and wait through it. But it is tough. It's never easy being a dad, is it?
No.
There's no manual.
So you've got 3 kids, 2 daughters and a son.
2 daughters and a son, yeah. And 2 grandkids now.
Oh, what's it like being? Is anyone else? Oh, you're a grandparent.
I'm a granddad.
Not yet, Gav, no.
I'm even more wrong
Yeah.
all the time than when I had my own kids.
Because we always.
And when you
Do
were
your,
married?
do your kids not say?
Did you get married?
Did I know?
No, that's it. Look,
Do your kids not say? Oh, you were never like this with us. You're nice with them and stuff like that. You always hear that.
I've always been quite laid back.
Yeah.
But now I'm nowhere near as stressed as I was.
No,
Because I didn't have the tools to.
No.
You know, I didn't know what you're supposed to.
No, you don't have that instructions manual like this.
Yeah, you're older and wiser now.
Yeah, and like I say, this time when the girls came to live with me, I've just been far more chilled.
Yeah.
But then that's bit me in the arse. So like, you know, I'll just do a bit of washing up. Nope. All right.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was listening to the other day because I'm quite cultured now. I listen to a few podcasts and
Cultured Geordie.
A cultured Geordie. Well, a posh Geordie actually because I'm from Durham. So, but yeah, I heard something about that. It's similar to that. He had 2 daughters, and what he said was like he used to always be like, they wanted to go to a concert or something. He'd be like, no, you're still too loud, and then eventually say, hey, yeah, if you want to go, here's the money. And then something clicked in his head, and then he started thinking, I'll try a different approach. And then he said he bought them tickets for the front row of the thing, and it was a different environment. And when they came home, they were all over him saying, Dad, you're the best. And something clicked in his head, and instead of doing it from spite, you say, you know what, yes. And it's a bit of gratitude, isn't it? And
Yeah.
But that was I can't remember. I'll have to look into that one. That was good.
There's always room in the next episode, Gav.
Always.
Yeah. If I'm invited back.
It's long enough in length.
Yeah.
Go on then, Gav.
Yeah, well, for me, it's hard to talk about it, isn't it, really? Because you bottle these things up and...
Perfect opportunity now, mate.
I know, it is.
All sat around the table.
We're all being quite honest, aren't we?
Not in spoons.
I think with me, when I first became a dad, before I met Sarah and that, obviously moving to Scarborough, I think that was the major change in me. Before I used to be out with the lads all the time, just not bothered.
Snap.
And when you think back to the way I treated my mum and that, because she was the only one looking after three of us, and I used to just go out on the drink and not bother getting in touch. And now you think back, you think, oh my God. What
Now it's vice versa. You panic, don't you?
Yeah, it's horrible, yeah.
But I think when I first became a dad, I think you're a bit selfish. Well, I was a bit selfish. I was like, well, I work hard all week. I can go out with the lads and all that sort of stuff. And the worst one I ever did was, I don't know how my wife's still with us, to be fair, but there was once I went up to Durham and I hadn't seen my mates for a few months, and I was like, I'm just going to pop down and see them.
Just have a couple of pints.
And then we took Cohen up. He was only a 1-year-old or something like that, and left Sarah at my mum's with the little one, and I went out with the lads all night. So, but yeah, it started with me. It was a bit more like, well, I deserve to still do what I want to do, and
but you learned out of that.
I think I've learned a bit.
You can still have that time, can't you?
Yeah, well, now I like my own time.
I think you also
like
find you kind of lose friends as well, don't you? Because that you've got kids and stuff, people tend to drop off, and if they're real ones, they will stick around with you until they understand. But like the false ones and stuff will drop off and go, just because you're not going out.
Yeah, you can't come out because you've got kids and
stuff
that.
and that.
Yeah.
So they soon drop off, but
but I think I've gone full circle now. I can't remember which episode it was in when we was talking. I don't like to say no to anyone. I like to bit of a people pleaser, but that's
you got to say no, mate, because it's your mental health that suffers if you don't.
But I think I think I'm a lot different now. I'm more for the kids now, and if I have to go without, I'll go without.
Yeah,
so.
I like that.
That's good.
Go on in, Dan.
Yeah. So for me, I was only 18 when I had my first, so Jack, my oldest, is nearly 20. And it was such a shock. I'd only just moved to Scarborough.
You look still so young, Dan, as well.
Yeah, I'm only 38.
Yeah, you're the youngest in the room.
I'm the youngest, I think, I think.
I'm not talking about the oldest.
So I'd only been in Scarborough a month, and my wife, Terry, got pregnant. Massive shock, wasn't planned. And I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? But now, over time, you improve, don't you, and evolve, and got 4 kids now.
Oh my goodness, you made a new
good ones as well, mate, to be fair.
Yeah.
They are good kids.
But you think it's, it is hard.
Yeah.
But I would also say that give me a baby any day compared to teenagers, because as they get older,
I say hate, that's a strong word, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't like the baby stage, because they just don't do nothing, do they? They're just
But
there.
they're cute, aren't they, at that stage?
Not when they're crying and screaming and they changing, mate. It's garbage.
Mine were quite good, to be fair. I was always really lucky, Yeah, with
I was like, what's the point in baby stage? Can't you just skip baby stage and go straight to toddler? Because I love a toddler stage. When they got a bit of personality, they got something about them.
I find it harder now. Now they're
I think
older.
your lads might have something to say if they were born a toddler.
It would hurt a bit. But I've got a son who's 20, daughter 14, and a 4.5-year-old. So I don't know how Peter Stringfellow manages it at his age. But tell you what, the 4.5-year-old. What we said before, Darren, when you said your kids move away and where's your purpose? Yeah. I wouldn't change that. Them cuddles when you come in from work and stuff. Daddy's girl. Yeah. But
that's what I
it
miss.
is hard work.
You
sit down and then you're like, oh my goodness, just give us a minute. But like you said before, I don't know who it was. You said, just give us a minute, and then you just you feel guilty. You're like, oh, just treasure them moments.
It's when you go to bed, isn't it? You think, oh, I should have done that with them when they asked me.
Well, I get it with grandkids now. You chuck them up once, and they're like again. You think,
my back's killing it.
But then you keep doing it because you're thinking, I'm not missing out on it.
It's that face, isn't it, that you're looking at? Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
So I'll go with mine, like with the twins and stuff. When we found out, I'd been up all night on the beer because it was Ricky Atom was fighting. Can't remember who he was fighting. So the twins are 17. So it was a Ricky Atom fight. Yeah. Was it against Mayweather about 17 years ago?
It will have been about that, yeah.
So we were living in Mansfield at the time, been up all night, had loads of friends around foot boxing. Karen's pregnant. She's like, just bring friends around. She said, I'm not bothered. We're up for a scan in the morning. I didn't end up going to sleep. So literally, we went to like the hospital the following morning. Like Karen drove. I'll always remember it clear as day. Having to scan the first one, I was still like breathing Bia Moretti, you know what I mean? I was still like...
Did you have Bia Moretti back then, 17 years ago?
He just didn't want to admit he was on Carlin.
Carlin, darling.
Other brand names are available.
Yeah.
And then we had the scan and stuff, and they went, because we weren't married at the time. They went, there's 2 in there. And I was like, 2 what? They went, there's 2.
2 shots.
And I was like, yeah, 2. Congratulations. There's 2 babies. And I was just like, holy fuck. I was like, what the fucking hell are we going to do? And like, the colour just drained out my face. I instantly just become sober. And I was like, I already got visions of like emailing Pampers and all that, trying to get bulk loads of clothes, wet wipes, Johnsons, the whole lot. And it was just a massive shock to the system. And we were like, shit, well, I ain't ready for this. I don't know how we got through it. I think it was vodka, Red Bull, red wine, gin. But it was a nightmare. It was good. Like I say, I look back at it now and I think,
Yeah, you don't regret it now.
loads.
Yeah.
But we'd finish one feeding and then the other little shit would wake up. I say little shit, I should say gorgeous child.
Which child was that one?
I'm not saying names, mate. I won't be able to go back home.
No.
And yeah, it was. I was always better at staying up. So I'd Karen
Apparently
like,
so.
yeah. Well, next episode, Gav.
Boom, boom.
Next episode, Gav.
sorry.
Different podcast.
So Karen would go to bed like 10 o'clock. She'd get a few hours sleep, and I'd stay up, like watch football or whatever. And then I'd go to bed about 3, 4 o'clock and then take over. But yeah, I look back here and I was just thinking, blimey. And it was never a dull moment with twins. And people would say, like, you go out in buggy and that, and they go, oh, are they twins? No, you muppet. What do you think they are?
Yeah.
It's like,
A mirror.
yeah. Oh, yeah, twins. Oh, yeah. Can you not see?
I think for me it was that was one of the hardest
Can I
things
stroke?
actually.
Can I touch them? No, you weirdo.
Stroke them. I think for me one of the hardest things is lack of sleep, and I used to lose my sleep.
I
Get
find
woke
that
up in the
really
night. Did you ever get? I was up about 4 times last night, and you're like, really?
Oh,
I
mate,
slept
that
all the way
was-
through. I never heard no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to get that all
yeah,
the time off
Short
Karen.
term.
I'm like, oh, they were really good last night. She's like, are you fucking joking or what?
Yeah.
She's like, they was up like 6 times.
I didn't realise
feed 'em.
they'd slept through.
Yeah.
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 I
Did
said,
you-
oh, really good.
Did you feel like you changed your parenting style all the way through, or I feel like with my son, the eldest, we were like tried to be regimented and you can't do this and you have to have him in bed by then and all this, and it was harder work. And then with this little one now, it's like she'll climb into bed with us. We're not bothered. Just
I think with the twins, we always had to have like a regiment, bit of a routine, because we had to know what we was doing. And as they've grown older, we found out with the diagnosis and stuff, we've had to have routine. That's how they've coped.
Yeah.
Like a routine on like the cupboard in the kitchen. Like before his school, he'd have like this, boom, boom, what he does. And touch wood, they've always been like good sleepers. Like, but I know we have a lot of the dads in the group whose children don't sleep. And it's definitely one of the worst tortures ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'm quite lucky now with my teenagers. I have to get them out of bed and stuff. But we have teenagers where they won't go sleep, or some of their children will be up for days. I know, like a mum I know personally, her son's up for like days, and she'll get like an hour, 2 hours, still trying to juggle like getting to school and stuff. Yeah,
amazing.
But yeah, I was like, and she's by herself. And I'm like, wow, you're doing like both roles there, aren't you? It's crazy. It's always hard being a dad, but I always think it's like a little bit harder just when they've got a disability or SEN or anything like that along the lines of that. And I think that's where dads generally struggle with that, because the old dad, you just think, oh, they just need a bit of discipline, they need grounding or something, or they just need the PlayStation taken off, and not realising what they actually need. It's like, you know, when they're shouting and screaming at you, they actually need you to listen to them. And I think one of the best things I ever did was, and it was hard to learn, was actually take a step back rather than trying to have a confrontation with him and saying, right, I'm taking your PlayStation, rip it all out of the room, or rip the TV out of it. That's the way you're going to learn. Take your pocket money off you and
How
stuff.
old were they when you discovered?
It's gone back a few years now. A few years. Well, I cried when Jaden got diagnosed.
Did you think back of before then and think, oh, if only I'd handled
I was
that
like,
differently?
what a dick.
Yeah,
what a dick.
But you weren't then, were you?
No, that's it. It was one of the hardest things. And then when we got the diagnosis, like, I cried my eyes out, and I was like, and then I looked back and I thought, do you know what? I could have done things differently there. But I want to know, because I just thought, why is he being like that? It's just, couldn't you not be like the other children? Just like do as you're told and stuff and that. But I look back here and think, oh, do you know what? But then, like he's had a right good life as Jayden, and we get on all right. He's a good lad. They are good lads, both of them.
Like another bit of culture that I heard on something else is
culture, Geordie.
Yeah, that the wake of the boat doesn't drive the destination. You know what I mean? So you learn from what's in the past. It's gone. You learn from that and you move on.
Yeah. That's why I'm a bit more like, well, I know what he needs now and stuff. And
you do philosophical with this.
He's got something on his lap, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well.
I've moved it a few times.
It keeps coming back, does it?
Yeah.
When you watch it. Well, I think that was all right, wasn't it?
That was quite sophisticated.
Very sophisticated, yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll wrap that one up there.
Yeah.
So as we say always, check in with your mates.
Yeah.
Ask them 2, 3, 4 times. Message them, check in, keep doing it.
Don't take no for an answer.
Exactly.
Look after each other.
When they say, yeah, I'm all right, that's
Again.
when the time you got to intervene, because you know damn right they're not. So, thank you very much for listening, you absolute stars. See you again soon.
Yeah, next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.